So Jamaica just secured access to $1.5 billion, but this time it's not bailout money, it's not donor grants, it's African capital from Afrexim Bank, Pan-African Trade Bank. So the real question is, how do you make sure the people actually feel it? Because we've seen this movie before. Big deal, big check, 2 years later, no roads fixed, no business loans, no change for the average person. Jamaica's the 13th Cari-com country to join Afrexim Bank, which unlocks $1.5 billion for tourism, trade, manufacturing, energy and creatives. The bank is majority African-owned, led by Nigerian economist Benedict Oroma, and funded by African governments, central banks, private investors, built to grow south-to-south trade, not to rescue, but to rebuild. If I was advising the Jamaican government, I'd say this: capital without clarity is chaos. Here's what you need: an independent accountability panel, a live public ledger, show where every dollar goes, show all the pitches accepted and rejected, build public trust, track data from day one, I'm getting bitten, outcomes, job growth, and then invest in PR. People need to know that this funding even exists. Bring the community in early, not just as beneficiaries, but as decision makers. Pair capital with training and mentorship, and teach entrepreneurs how to use the money, not just how to get it. Because most small business failures don't come from bad ideas or bad people. They come from lack of support, poor financial literacy, and broken systems. In Nigeria, Afrexim Bank, backed a creative economy fund, gave producers capital, access to global export markets. Imagine that kind of move in Kingston.
Is a land of wood and water, and we do not have a water shortage problem. We have a water management problem.
Yeah, boy.
Jamaica's economic recovery isn't the work of one administration. It's the result of hard choices made by Portia Simpson Miller and her government. Choices that rebuilt trust with international partners and set Jamaica on the path to fiscal stability. Andrew Holness benefited from these reforms, but the true credit belongs to Portia and the People's National Party.
You see, anyone see the blood clot machine? When they get to it, kind of no bumbo clot sense. You see, paper chaser. Yeah, man, I hate, man. Yeah, man. But they know.
Yeah, man, them are too, I'm gonna talk washing machine, you know? I'm gonna talk that shit.
Ready? We got the one and over. Ready? I'm here and there together. I'm out. Ready?
Yo, PNP, we put up bro.
At the last election, you were big for the PNP. Still big for them this time? Yeah, big up PNP. You know, I'm a PNP. Big up PNP.
Don't fret about the security, fret about the judge, cause one by one who no go into jail, one by who no go into, one by.
In the conference, now me and all the people and gather artists. That is the big way.
But don't fret about the security, fret about the judge.
Don't. Jesus, I'm not long there I'll be a far right. In your heart, your fart like any war. The way they're not this and then go down. The wind and then go down. Jesus. Rub your neighbor, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbor, vote for Labour. Hey, lock out that man. Lock out that man. I want to run in my car. Brother, me not carry Labour right people. If you not carry Labour right, your taxi now run. Oh God, he don't you me see me the green. I want to do that taxi boy. Move out. I want to do that car. I don't say PMP now, you know. I say PMP. I'm come out of your dirty car. You can't dirty like a dumb phone. Come out and carry your bag of fun. Come out and carry your bag. Oh, I see. You see, dirty. cut down clear, man. No. Oh, ah. Dirty labor rights. Dirty nasty up the seats. You can keep your $150.
Now welcome back to another Exclusive for Life. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well-wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review.
Alright, this one I'm more than shot. Me not have on a political ban, don't have on a political shirt, nothing for a political party. So, I wanna tell me which party Bad Chef going to vote for in this election.
Oh no! Watch this man at Dexter represent for Exclusive.
What's up? Baby, let's go!
Now blessing my viewers and my subscribers. Thanks for tuning in to another Exclusive for a topic discussion and review. Now I want to take a listen to Bad Chef's story. And I'm quite sure that there are so many individuals in Jamaica who felt the same way as this man felt. Cause after the pandemic, the government made so much money off the people of Jamaica. Cause this man was charging 17-year-old 200,000. How many person got arrested, got a criminal record for not wearing a mask? Is one of the most devastating thing this Prime Minister has done to the people of Jamaica. Cause there are many countries across the world that was experiencing this pandemic, and I never see no government take such drastic actions on the people them as the Jamaica government felt was necessary to deal with Jamaican people. This man is heartless. Listen to this man's story.
First, listen good what me have to say. Then, you can text and tell me which party I'm going to vote for. On the 6th of August, in the time of Corona, police take me up, carry me to the station, charge me 200,000 or 1 month at GP. That is Corona fee, you know. 200,000 or 1 month at GP. Anyway, I never pay the money. I go at GP, I do the time, I come out, and now election is out. You can text and tell me which party I'm going to vote for.
And all of the people them, I remember it's maybe around 500 billion people in Jamaica that was charged and had to pay money. Now is on a time. Only remember, man. Only they suffer on all the man have on a hungry, have on in a lockdown unnecessarily.
Oh no! Watch this man at Dexter represent for Exclusive.
What's up? Baby, let's go!
Yo, PMP, we put a bro.
At the last election, you were big for the PNP. It's still big for them this time.
Yeah, big up PMP. You know, I'm a PMP. Big up PMP. The labor right them, I'm a friend. Salute to the labor right them, but I'm a PMP. I come from Seaview Garden. Orange. Big up the labor right them. Respect on us. Salute. But I'm a PMP. Let's just keep it positive. Vote, no fight. And just make we just, if you have to orange or if you have to green, we just say what we are saying, we just full dry the thing because we have to say something. Is either you vote or you don't vote and make the country run down and make the country mash up. We have to vote. Somebody have to run the country. So you have to have a leader.
Now I want you to take a listen to the Honorable Sir Mark Golin's son. I explained to you a lot the type of person Mark Jefferson Golin is as a person. Now we know say many Jamaican man, especially like myself, we cannot be faithful. Majority of Jamaican man have woman left, right and center, baby mother here, there, everywhere. Me not exclude myself. Now when you look at Mark Golin, a man that from the day him say I do on the Bible to his wife, his relationship is solid. 35 going on almost 40 years after. The Labourite them cannot find nothing to say bad about this man as a family man. But when we look at our present Prime Minister, where is the family that should be embedded within the nation? Where the leader, in time we look upon him, the children and the future of Jamaica should say, yes, them want have him like a role model. Is he a good role model to your kids? Is his family structure, his family background is as solid as Mark Jefferson Golden upbringing and everything where the man stand for right now as the Prime Minister to be of Jamaica? Listen to the man, son. This is the man. You are gonna give your vote. An honorable person, a family man that your kids them can look up to and use as a role model. Everything about this man is credible. Listen and listen well. Think with your head. Don't think with the bell a ringing at your head. Use your head. Put the X side the head. Listen well.
Hello Jamaica, my name is Benjamin John Jefferson Golding, and this is my father, Mark Jefferson Golding. He grew up in a loving home by UA campus with my grandmother and grandfather, who we in the family called Mima and Frumpy. As you can see, he had a full head of hair back in the day. While that may no longer be the case, the roots of service planted in him by my grandparents have stayed with him for his entire life. In my 27 years on this earth, I've met nobody smarter than my father. He finished a 3-year law degree at Oxford University in 2 years, achieving first-class honors with laser focus and a true dedication to working hard. After university, his focus turned towards his family. I hope one day to look upon my future wife in the same way he's always looked at my mother. And after 34 years of marriage, I still haven't seen that look fade. My sisters and I are lucky to have their relationship as the foundation of our family. Believe it or not, but my father is an extremely talented musician, blessed with a great voice and even greater songwriting skills. He's never been a stranger to the microphone, performing in front of large crowds for much of his youth, long before the politics. Music's always been at the center of our family, and although dancing might not be our main strength, it's always on rhythm and it's always from the heart. Back to more serious matters, seeing my dad go out into the world and make his mark has been a fascinating inspiration to watch as I've grown up. He went from corporate lawyer to investment banker to entrepreneur to senator to minister of justice to member of parliament to the president of the PNP and now the opposition leader. The final chapter? The next prime minister of our great island. It's been quite a journey that I've had the privilege of watching from up close. But no pressure on me, right? While each of these roles has been more important and demanding than the previous, he's never once failed at being a present and attentive father to his kids and a husband to my mother. He's now even a grandfather to my young niece, who's blessed with the full head of hair that he once had. Even though he always puts Jamaica before himself, family will always be a priority, for that is our way. Dad, for everything we are and everything we will become, you are the reason. Thank you, and we love you.
'Cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Dad.
But we're not go too deep, watch out. So human resources refer to the people who are a part of the workforce. The human resource plays a significant role in the economy of a country by contributing to productivity. The other resource becomes useful because of its input by human resources. So basically it say, without the input of our labor to the system, society would have never exist. And that is why I always tell the people them say the power always lies within the hand of the people. So the question everybody's supposed to ask now, how did the government get so much power in a them hand that we the people forget that we are the ones that are actually in charge, and we can take back charge of our situation as long as we reach the age of majority and able to deal with the owner business in our competent jurisdiction, or any way at all no I put it, the beneficial owner to an account, or any way at all. Because we have documentations and every single thing can issue to the people, but without ones and ones attain the knowledge of what really take place and understand how the system work, at them time that we are going to get for tapping it and take back what is rightfully our own.
Suck your mother with a friendship. So me start living a life. You not to rate me, I'm not to rate you. You not beg my friend for no boy or no girl. I saw me see it from what you have.
No third term can't alone. And that blood clot, big nose, and to
Mama, see lighter ya, see lighter ya. Mama, come now man, see lighter ya.
Big nose, blood clot, and to
See lighter ya na mama.
You see one time I voted 29, and me have the blood clot police and the teacher people them have voted now. Drunk.
You know, yeah, what I noticed, viewers and subscribers. You see, people them at Jamaica, them not saying that number 28 not do good enough. The problem with them have with number 28 is that him thief and lie, and the corruption within the party, the corruption overshadow all the little good way him do, and that's his problem. You see, if him did address all of the corruption, and if him finger wasn't so sticky, him wouldn't have no problem. But you're too thief.
We not take 300% blood clot. 300% blood clot raise. And I say 0%. And I teach them making the when there. That's why pussy will teach people money and I say they put it off for a bank player. A grandma's one want to not get enough. Me say grandma's one not go get.
Gotcha.
So on the wicked. In a 1 month, 20 opinions.
Now, a couple weeks ago, when Andrew was out campaigning, he buck up that juice man there, you know, and then make the juice man like the people that he buy out everything from the juice man. But do you notice the juice man there defend him? Defend what? And the juice man know say a trick Andrew try trick him. Because through election, Andrew is coming out, buy out all of the man juice. I say juice ball, you know. Cause juice I say, wire to the day. Anytime me have a little bit of juice, the man come to blood plate. Him couldn't come at the anytime me have my 5,000 juice man for him buy out everything and make me nice. Cause that's the only way you get something from these politicians. Cause election a come. You see all number 28 a go and you see all of the people them where beat him. Mr. Ratcliffe and them man there. Make election never did a come and see what happen. A prison them man there would have a long time. 6'6" them would have gone already. A cool 28 a cool because election time. Make election never go on. Yeah? And then you would have see the real him. You know, see sometimes him talk, you just see the real aggression come out of him when him get upset. Like the time I say, oh PNP are protesting, you Labour, you go out and protest against them. And you could see the wickedness and the aggression. But Labour them never follow him, because Labour them not dead for him.
Government of blood clot.
Send me viral, mama.
That's why we bought the 29. We can go blood clot to them because we go vote the 30. When we bought the 29, we go vote the 30. I want to find me at the Julian Grandma's one thing.
Party squash Andre Maurice Whitaker will avoid trial on U.S. federal gun charges after reaching a plea deal.
So the court want me to pay child support. I can't afford it. I'm already working 2 jobs and I can't afford. I pay for everything for my son. Tutoring $1,200 a month. I'd rather die.
A politics time, and me here every young artist I do dub. Mr. Crawford manifesto, and he have a buzz, so grandpa have a vice a dub too. Cause from me a boy, labor rang a wicked, and now me a 103. Them wicked same God Almighty way. Anyway, labor right have a God. That's why the bell who no ring the holler. And no if nor maybe, labor right take me money my matey. He said we done with the crap. 4 years them a thief non-stop. And what make he was a hat? Them a flash and with your sight gunshot. Whoa! Labor right can't hear. Them rob pick me and no shield. And when we think say hit done, we see tough and gal bill come. Whoa! Labor right to no figure. Peter Philip I go sweep them way. The other day a little bird tell me say, they watch the league tape with that day one day. Whoa! Labor right if we land. If we beat and gun with this hand. You think the one was him thief? Check out the one name hand. Labor right time done. Come Reds, get your friends and cup them. This manly hand things say hit done. Philip sweep them up in the garbage drum. Whoa! Labor right full of thief in skill. The one vase just a do as him will. That's why him thief Grand Crow Mountain. But the name of the place kinda fit him still. Let's get a politics time. I see that conference now me on the people and gather artists. Do this the big way.
We used to summon unscrupulous dirty labor rights. I sent threat. So now we from your airport. We from the big pussy mama.
Labor right do this and big way. Everywhere we go be a big artist. And I see all the artists come and come rest. Labor right time come. One proper, you know. One proper, you know.
They are the modest election, dog. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you know.
We are me blood clot. Then Andrew, kuya me blood clot. Then Andrew, like seriously, you tend on the 10th of August, you know, you keep rally when you know say PMP if you keep them rally and PMP say alright, we are put off our one till it's 16 and you keep your rally one massive crowd, me blood clot big enough. And you're still no blood clot satisfied. You see say he's a fucking criminal and thief though. You see it a show up on your inner every which way. You're still not satisfied with your crowd where you get now the 16 forward and PMP them say them a go crossroad and you not see what you do. You know see what you do? You lock down certain community around and about the area with bomb buckler curfew so the people them can't push out figure PMP rally be a PMP community lockdown, you know. So the people them can't push out for gun nowhere, you know. But bumbuckler, but look on the massive crowd with the across road same way. Andrew, you can't tap it. You can't bumbuckler tap it. Make me tell you that. You could have thief, you could have bad mind, you could have you could have every bad things in a one thing we know. But can't step out in a good clothes and win. We hungry go say, watch ya coop and bad in a good clothes. We know say ya blood clot devil Andrew. We know say ya devil and you is not God. Devil you be bad in a good clothes. You can't stop it. One thing me I tell my Golden, you know, make good pan them bumbuckler promise they no, cause promises are coming for two of all, you know. You roll out your manifesto, you talk a bag of things, make sure the first bumbuckler 100 days. Yeah, as some time, me have to do them good words, yeah, and no bad words, a good bumbuckler words them. Make sure the first 100 days you start work and make we see if you mean Jamaica no good here. Cause I no joke thing, you know, King. I no joke thing. We know what labor right bring. Labor right bring thieves and murderers, whole heap of unaliving that them bring. Them not bring no something else, no righteousness labor right not bring. Remember a whole one put together. Remember Bumbuckler, Buster, Manti, we come and pop off him 2 gun them on him side and say bring them in dead or alive. Rasta him attack, you know. All when you not have on locks, you know. Your head could have shine so and you have on your precepts. Hold them, bring them in dead or alive. Who them not unalive? Them throw in a prison. Who them not throw in a prison? Them beat and broke up. And then them call it Carroll Garden incident. Then me could have really say me a vote for labor, right? You must say crazy, you're sick in your head. Remember labor right bring in CIA King and dump off the food them out of sea and cause be a chaos and rain at Jamaica just to get rid of Michael Manley. A labor right bring in the first set of gun them come drop in a garrison and start the garrison politics war. Wanna think a joke? This is no joke, no line I tell you so. Uno go check the history. Uno go check no people. Hey, you see, uno no listening. Brethren, when uno hear we talk, all uno do, uno just go check the history, King. And see if a lie we are tell. Cause we don't have time for tell lie, King. Eddie Siago now a normal devil. And see Andrew Holness, Eddie Siago 2.0 in a this time. Hey, Brother Janko go pitch somewhere else, you know. Go pitch somewhere else. Cause listen, wanna bring in some school bus. We are touch topics, you know. Wanna bring in some school bus, which uno have good mind, but wanna bring in school bus where how much billions dollar uno say uno get enough to bring in 100 school bus and how much for one all school bus them the used school bus them America $2,500 $1,500 and uno buy 100 of them there and uno bring them in Bandulu style, them not even get check, no test fi see them not check them, you know. The bus them not check, you know, to see if them up to standard or up to par, you know. Then no see say the back of the bus them too long, you can't go up one good hill. Then no see say he bust the door depend the in a make like road for pitney them come off. Uno talk about uno go change door and put door around there so more money that so uno go cut off the back of the bus too. And shorten it. More money that me say blood clot Darrell Vazia one big pussy thief in a boy. Uno a criminal and thief, you know what you do with the money. What you do with the how much $1 billion? You go say you buy some whole bus. Them as they reach a Jamaica, then start broke down. Them they even start carrying no school picnic yet, you know, and then start broke down, you know. What I na shell off, back of the bus a drag ground like a some old with the bumbuckle. No, sir. No. And then uno big campaign a play Chichi Man song. From in a bar in a Chichi Man go. In me the fire make we burn them burn. Anjo, you should have fire a whole of them. You know see them a burn out your bumbuckle. And you advocate for Chichi Man, and you advocate for Batman, what you know you take money from America and Canada for put Batmanism in our school for teach to your children them, and you advocate for say with children them if can come home if him is a boy him can say yes I want to be a girl, and if him is a girl him can say yes I want to be a boy, and we not supposed to say nothing. Anjo, run with no hey, Jankro. Go pitch somewhere else, no Jankro. Jankro, go pitch somewhere else, no please. And leave Jamaica people alone. Apart from we fender, nasty nigga. Apart from we fender, nasty nigga. Hey, Anjo, me tell you, you know, that one you're not pretty, brother. But you see, if you win this year election, yeah, Anjo Holness, remember, you know, make sure you know, say a ras in a Jamaica, you know, Jamaica done fine, you know, good again, you know. Tell you that, you know, people. If you no give back Anjo Holness this year election, yeah. A murder. Something we no never heard of. You hear that? Drunker galango pitch. Juliet, make a drunker fly, you know. Juliet, make a drunker fly away. Fly away, drunker, fly away, drunker. Me nah lie, me have to laugh. You're cruel and wicked in a blood cleat. You do everything to try hold back the people them from say PMP this time. Two party in our country, we have to vote, we have to have a leader, and we have vote you out and we have vote for PMP this time. If them come do the same thing, run them right away. First 100 days, we not see nothing go on. Be a fire under Mark Golden Foot. So Mark, do the right thing. Please do the right thing and link up with the Africans leader them. Link up with Abraham Try. You hear that? No choke. In your first 100 days, call the boss. Call Abraham Try. You hear?
To teeth. To teeth. To teeth.
Speak his mind.
Excuse my language. Who did want 30% raise? Them no who. The teacher them did want 40%. Them no see them. The doctor them did want 50%. Them no see them. Social worker want 1%. Them no see them. All the blacks
Yeah, every month my parent and still no one nothing, bro.
Yeah, that's why I read the PNP plan, you know.
Oh, the plan to remove the land cost from the low income house then?
Yeah, man, the same plan that G. House price are drop both are ground.
Yo, I mean, many cheaper the serious enough.
So I say, General, 50,000 new low income houses not the first term.
But my work informal, bro. I don't feel that you work for me.
General, them set the plan just for you. When they are taxi driver or barber like yourself, 6 months rent will qualify you for your mortgage.
Yeah,
man.
That big.
Yeah, man. Plus young people are trying to get a house for the first time. First time owners 45 and under. I will get 500,000 grand towards the housing deposit. How much you can use that to walk in our house?
45. That means you can't own no house now.
What on there? Brown man, how much?
What are we there for? Time for something said now.
The proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party. Today we need to talk about truth because there's progress, real genuine progress, and then there's what looks like progress. I'm talking about perception. If you are a citizen of this country, this video might be one of the most important videos you watch this year because it will literally change the very trajectory of your life, your finances, your health, your family, your country. If you're watching this, I'll try my best not to make it too long, but please watch it all the way to the end and share it and repost it so that people can make an informed decision. And by the way, I have notes written down, so if you see me looking down, it's because I want to make sure that I'm covering the real things. Number one, now everybody here, most of you here watching, you would have taken CXC or CSEC at some point in time. But did you know that in 2015, for people who had more than 5 subjects, including math and English, we're talking about basic stuff here, or pass rate was 38.6%. That was 38.6%. Do you know what it is today? 19.2%. That's 19.2% of people are passing 5 subjects or more, including math and English. That is crazy. And here's a receipt to show. 19.2% of that is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. And you know that this is going to have a knock-on effect on our economy, everything in our society moving forward. This can, like, 19.2% of people passing 5 subjects or more, including math and English, when it used to be 38.6. 10 years later, we've gone down. That's wild. But let's talk about number 2. What about our healthcare system? Now, we may not talk about the 24 babies and that died and the families that have been impacted by that, but let's talk about just health in general.
So Jamaica just secured access to $1.5 billion, but this time it's not bailout money, it's not donor grants, it's African capital from Afrexim Bank, Pan-African Trade Bank. So the real question is, how do you make sure the people actually feel it?
Now I know so many Jamaican, likewise myself, didn't know about this 1.5 billion that was unlocked, money given to Jamaica that should be spent on developing Jamaica. Now, I didn't know about this, and I haven't heard the government talk about this African bank where them join. And once you join this African bank, Jamaica is the 13th Caribbean nation for join it, and it unlock 1.5 billion that to be spent on the people. But number 28, you never tell me about this. Now me have to go look deeper into this because something not right here, so listen to what this young lady is saying, and if you don't believe me, look it up because it's there.
Pan-African Trade Bank. So the real question is, how do you make sure the people actually feel it? Because we've seen this movie before. Big deal, big check, 2 years later, no roads fixed, no business loans, no change for the average person. Jamaica's the 13th Cari-com country to join Afrexim Bank, which unlocks $1.5 billion for tourism, trade, manufacturing, energy and creatives. The bank is majority African-owned, led by Nigerian economist Benedict Oroma, and funded by African governments, central banks, private investors, built to grow south-to-south trade, not to rescue, but to rebuild. If I was advising the Jamaican government, I'd say this: capital without clarity is chaos. Here's what you need: an independent accountability panel, a live public ledger, show where every dollar goes, show all the pitches accepted and rejected, build public trust, track data from day one, I'm getting bitten, outcomes, job growth, and then invest in PR. People need to know that this funding even exists. Bring the community in early, not just as beneficiaries, but as decision makers, pair capital with training and mentorship, and teach entrepreneurs how to use the money, not just how to get it. Because most small business failures don't come from bad ideas or bad people. They come from lack of support, poor financial literacy, and broken systems. In Nigeria, Afrexim Bank, backed a creative economy fund, gave producers capital, access to global export markets. Imagine that kind of move in Kingston. This is a chance to prove that when black nations fund each other, the results go deeper than charity. But it needs structure, transparency, and long-term vision, because if people can't see the impact, they won't believe in the next deal. What would you like to do with the $1.5 billion? Talk to me in the comment section. Let's talk. And don't forget to click the repost button, comment, get involved, man, get involved. And if you love my content and want to support it, then subscribe.
Now the next thing that we're going to talk about over there in Manchester, right around a Christian Adesso, a knife in Guan and a man end up losing 3 pints. Now the police are reporting that the man was fatally knifed up during a confrontation at a political meeting in Manchester on Friday night. Now sources, make on the spot news media know say it happened at a recently opened constituency office for the ruling Jamaica Labour Party in Manchester North Eastern, and it involved 2 supporters from the Jamaica Labour Party.
Now, viewers and subscribers, let's get real. This man has a family. This man life matter. This man is a GLP supporter. Now, as you can hear from On The Spot Media TV, this man was unalive at a political meeting by another GLP supporter. Now the Prime Minister didn't ever have the respect to this man and his family as a big GLP supporter. Wish the man RIP and condolences, and make a public announcement to the Labour supporters them say these kind of behavior is unacceptable. And I'm so angry and bitter that even no one every day you get up on one unalive people for number 28. When frankly number 28 doesn't care about you lot. I see one of them ways a big GLP blogger on the internet saying that he's gonna go Jamaica, go unalive innocent people for 28. After this Bolivar fired it out, he might take himself and fired it out, go Jamaica, go throw away his everything, you know. Cause if he ever try that, you know, I trip don't even do. But some more if they try it, it's about Papa Jesus. However, cause I tell you, so these Labour, they don't have much ambition, you know what I mean? They like have low self-esteem, you know? They love people more than them love themselves. Now as me I say, this man lost his life. 28 don't care. Just like in 2020, in the pandemic, when him called the election, how many persons got unalive at the polling station voting? Those are history in Jamaica. Those things are things that, you know what I mean, people can never forget. How can you all be so forgetful? What good we say about this man? What good man with principles and morals that love his people would do that? All he is interested in political power, that's all he wants. But his time come. His days of reigning in Jamaica is coming to an end. Today the 30th, 3 more days, and in the name of the Almighty, this sufferation, this nightmare that we've been going through shall come to an end. Shall come to an end. Listen to what On The Spot Media say. Cause them no bring them thing up on news. Them thing are not important news to talk about on national news, pan nationwide. It's not important. Yeah, only thing important, I'm Mark Golden not being a Jamaican. And 28 telling you that even though Marky G bust out him head with the original birth paper, him couldn't accept it. Him turn around and I tell the nation, I see the Labour them I believe it like an idiot, that if you're born a Jamaica, it doesn't make you a Jamaican.
Now the police said the man will end up lose 3 pints has since been identified as this brother presently on your screen, identified as 53-year-old Andrew Hendricks, said to be a farmer who come from Christiana in Manchester. Police reports suggest that sometime around 9 p.m. the farmer Andrew Hendricks, was at a political meeting among a group of people when he reportedly got into an altercation with a man and allegedly attacked the man with a knife. The police stated that the man took the knife from the Rasta and used the same knife to knife him up, leaving him lifeless. Now the police stated that Hendricks inflicted whole heap of knife wound upon the man before being knifed up multiple times by the said man. So basically it was in his intention to take the man's life, but I guess the universe would not have it that way and allow the man to garner enough strength to take the knife from him and yam for him food with it and broke the plate. However, the man was transported to the Percy Junior Hospital where he lost his life upon arrival. So the Manchester police is now searching for the other man who allegedly disarmed the farmer and take him life. The police is appealing to him for just turning himself, because if it is as how it sounds, then them can work out a thing and grant you some bail and you walk, because that, if it is really as how it is reported, is clearly an act of self-defense. Yeah, man.
Jamaica's economic recovery is often celebrated as a major success story, with much of the praise going to Andrew Holness. But let's set the record straight. The foundation of this transformation wasn't laid in 2016. It began much earlier under the leadership of Portia Simpson Miller, Dr. Peter Phillips, and the People's National Party. Today, we'll uncover the true story behind Jamaica's recovery, expose the misplaced credit, and shine a light on the leadership that truly made it possible. When Portia Simpson Miller took office in 2012, succeeding Andrew Holness of the Jamaica Labour Party, who had been in office since October 2011, Jamaica was facing an economic disaster. Our debt to GDP ratio was a staggering 137.93%, and no one wanted to lend us a dime. International lenders had lost faith in Jamaica, largely due to the failure of the previous administration under Finance Minister Audley Shaw, who had failed 6 IMF tests, abandoned the IMF agreement, and missed every target. Let's not forget, it was Audley Shaw and the Jamaica Labour Party who brought us back to the IMF after former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson had proudly said goodbye to the institution in 1995. Despite inheriting this dire situation, Portia Simpson Miller, alongside her Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips, turned things around. Together, they successfully passed 7 consecutive IMF tests, restoring Jamaica's credibility on the global stage. By the time Portia left office in 2016, Jamaica's economy had grown cumulatively by 3%, signaling a steady recovery and laying a solid foundation for future progress. Portia didn't wait for a miracle. She took decisive action, flying to the United States to personally plead Jamaica's case to international leaders and also to China to explore avenues for economic support and partnerships. During her visit to China, a notable outcome was the signing of 4 agreements between Jamaica and China, encompassing economic and technical cooperation, infrastructure development, and educational initiatives. These agreements were pivotal in advancing Jamaica's economic development and fostering stronger ties with one of the world's largest economies. Her determination paid off in 2013 when her administration secured the Extended Fund Facility (EFF) agreement with the International Monetary Fund. This agreement wasn't just about getting a loan, it was about restoring Jamaica's credibility on the global stage. Prime Minister Simpson Miller's proactive approach to engaging with international partners demonstrated her commitment to sustainable development and growth, ensuring Jamaica's progress was firmly on track. Under Portia's leadership, the debt-to-GDP ratio fell from 137.93% in 2012 to 122.66% by 2016, a reduction of over 15 percentage points in just 4 years. Her administration implemented tough but necessary reforms, including wage freezes and tax adjustments. However, Portia Simpson Miller didn't just impose these measures without consideration. She also took the time to have real, honest conversations with them, explaining the country's dire economic situation and the sacrifices needed to secure a better future. This approach demonstrated her empathy and commitment to fairness during one of Jamaica's most challenging periods. Unlike others, Portia didn't forget the people. She introduced social protection programs to shield Jamaica's most vulnerable from the harshest effects of austerity. Her focus wasn't just on the numbers, it was always on the people. Then came Andrew Holness in 2016, stepping into an economy that was already on the path to recovery. But instead of acknowledging the groundwork laid before him, Holness took all the credit while continuing the same IMF-driven policies Portia had initiated. Sure, the debt-to-GDP ratio dropped further from 122.66% in 2016 to 75.5% in 2023, but let's not forget, this success was built on Portia's foundation. Holness inherited a framework that was already working. What did he add? More austerity, with little regard for the hardships faced by the Jamaican people. Here's the difference. Portia Simpson Miller led during a crisis, taking bold steps to stabilize a sinking ship. Andrew Holness, on the other hand, coasted on her efforts, reaping the benefits of a system he didn't build. Holness's administration even exited the IMF program in 2019. But that wasn't because of a new approach. It was because Portia's policies had done the heavy lifting. And let's talk about the cost. Under Holness's tenure, austerity measures continued to hit public sector workers and services. Healthcare and education suffers, and poverty remains a persistent issue. While the debt ratio improved on paper, the quality of life for many Jamaicans did not. Don't let the narrative be twisted. Know the facts and recognize the leadership that truly prioritized the people. Jamaica's recovery wasn't built on empty promises or self-serving praise. It was forged through bold decisions and genuine care for the nation's future. Share this video and stand with the truth. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Is a land of wood and water, and we do not have a water shortage problem. We have a water management problem.
So, I want to tell me which party Bad Chef going to vote for in this election.